Hi, I'm Regina Hess, President of Forge Wealth Management, and today we're back for Women in Wealth series. I have a new friend with me. Can you tell us who you are, what you do, and what you like about what you do?
Sure. Hello, everyone. My name is Lydia Terrill. I am a family lawyer at a firm called Vetrano Feinman here in suburban Philadelphia. Like I said, I'm a family lawyer. I handle cases dealing with divorce, custody, child support, premarital agreements, anything in the family law universe. I handle it along with my firm. So I love my job. I've been at it for about 4 or 5 years. I really love the flexibility that it allows me. Every day is completely different, whether I'm meeting with clients, going to court, having a meeting just with other attorneys on the other side, having a phone call with the judge. Every day looks completely different. No 2 days are the same. I love meeting with the individuals, most of whom are going through a relatively difficult time in their life. And I like to think that I have the type of personality and the type of disposition to really act as an anchor for those people and to give them good, solid legal advice. And it's, people who practice family law either are in it for the long haul or get out really, really fast because of the difficulty of the sort of the emotional aspects. And so far, I'm in it for the long haul.
Yeah, and you're very good at it because even with speaking with you and mutual clients that we've talked with, you have a very calm and reassuring voice, and your demeanor is excellent. I mean, like you said, it's a really tough time for people. No matter how civilized the divorce is, it's still a very, very difficult time.
Thank you.
Yeah. What do you find one of the challenges as a professional woman, being a divorce attorney or a family law attorney? What do you find a challenge would be?
Well, I'm lucky. I have a wonderful firm that supports me. It's majority all female attorneys. We have one male attorney, but the majority is female, all of whom are working mothers like myself. So I'm very lucky. I don't encounter a lot of the same challenges that many professional working women do,
That's awesome.
other than the obvious day-to-day getting out the door in the morning challenges. But there's always, I'm dealing with very hard-headed men on the other side most of the time, and there's always a challenge to speak up and be assertive and to make myself heard, whether it's in a courtroom or in a meeting with other clients and other attorneys. But like I said, I'm lucky. I have not faced a lot of the same challenges that many professional working women attorneys do. So
That's great.
so far so good.
That's
Yeah.
great, and I remember you telling me about your firm in particular, how supportive they were of you.
Yes.
With taking maternity leave and when you're
Yes.
coming back and getting you right back in there. So that's great to hear. It's
Yes.
refreshing.
Yes.
It's really refreshing.
Yes, and I count myself as being very lucky, and I found the right firm for me. So.
Yeah, that's great. That's great.
Yes.
So now that you're a professional woman, you've been working at that for a very quite a few years actually. Now, what do you see the challenges coming about as a working mom?
So the aforementioned getting out the door in the morning has been
It's always a
and I
challenge.
only have one, so I don't know I don't know why I have 5 handbags carrying out the door every morning. I just don't know what all this stuff is, but so getting out the door in the morning. But truthfully, I think one of the struggles has been just realizing that I can't do everything to the same level that I can't be 100% on all the time in every area of my life.
Right.
And I think we may not tell women that enough, that they don't have to be 100% perfect in work, in motherhood, in keeping the house tidy all the time. So for me, as soon as I let go of that, it became a little more manageable.
And you know what? I will share a phrase that somebody recently told me, and it was very freeing. It's about progress, not perfection.
Oh,
And
nice.
you know
Yeah.
how we are, like
Yeah.
women especially, it has to be perfect, it has to be a certain way. So try to remember that one. It doesn't
Why-
always work. 'Cause,
Where?
you know,
How do we
still-
get that in our heads? Where did
I
that
don't
come
know.
from? I like that. Progress,
Yeah,
not perfection,
yeah.
and good enough.
Yeah.
Being
yeah.
good enough.
Right, right.
And the perfect parent for your child is you.
Exactly.
It's just you being there and you.
Exactly. And figuring it out, what's best for you and your
That's
child.
yeah.
That's great. That's great.
I appreciate the advice. I'm taking all the advice I can get.
And make it your own, right?
Yes. Yes.
I have plenty of parents that I use. I just take it all in and use what works.
Yeah,
right?
use what works.
Takes an army, village, whatever the saying is.
Yep,
right?
and knowing that you're not the only one.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So now you're working really hard for your career. You're raising a baby. You have your husband, your family. What are some of the things around planning and future planning for your financial future that you think that you need to work on or have worked on? What are you thinking about those things?
Right. Yeah. I mean, it definitely hits home when you have this new expensive daycare, diapers. Now all of a sudden we need to move to a bigger house. For me, financial planning is really sort of like a form of therapy. Anytime I'm anxious about money, about the future, all I really need to do to make myself feel better is just sit down and look at the numbers and realize that, we can move some numbers around and we can really make it work. I just think for me, being proactive with financial planning settles my mind and makes me less apprehensive about the future. So an example would be, I came out of law school with student loans. My husband also had student loans. So, long before I met you, we met with a different financial planner who talked to me about refinancing to get a lower interest rate and, various other reasons, because at the time I was not even making like the minimum payments.
Okay.
So taking the control and the ownership of and knowing that I will have those paid off in a certain amount of years,
That's
a lot,
excellent,
but just knowing that gave me such peace of mind. So that's really what financial planning is about for me. It's about having the peace of mind.
It's powerful, isn't it?
It's powerful, and it really lets me kind of think what else I can do. If I can make that work, maybe I'll be able to pay for college someday too. It's just really about moving numbers around on a spreadsheet when you think about it and having some self-discipline.
Yeah. Well, you obviously have done a great job with it, and good for you
Thank
for
you.
rearranging the stack, so to
Yes,
speak.
yes.
Well, I want to thank you for being here.
Thank you.
And that's another week for Women and Wealth series. We want to thank you for joining us. If you want to find us, we're looking on Facebook and Twitter at Forge Wealth, on LinkedIn as Regina McCann Hess. Thank you. Have a great day.